So welcome back everybody, Mike here. Today is one of those days where you just kind of feel like holding down the couch. Well, at least that's how I felt. It's April 8th right now. Yesterday we got about 4 inches of snow. Well, that was Friday night into Saturday. It's almost all melted already. And it's done that probably 3 times in the last week and a half, something like that. So everything's just kind of staying a muddy mess. It's cold. I mean, it's warming up and the sun finally came out today. It's about 35 degrees, but I'd rather it either be frozen solid or just warm up. This in-between stuff, it's hard to get anything done. But one thing that I wanted to do was to give you another look at that land plane that I used in the last video. And I'll put that video right here. That video was part 2 of a driveway maintenance series that I'm doing on, you know, what the best attachment is for your maintaining your gravel driveway. The first video in that series I used a rear blade, and I'll put that video here. So those are the first 2 so you can get up to speed. But anyway, the road that I was working on, that's a private drive, and I covered this in the last video. Some people I don't think picked up on it or heard it, but that's a private lane. I bought that property years ago. I sold some lots off, you know, subdivided it. I built the road myself. I had some help with the clearing all the trees, and, you know, sold the lots. Well, the landowners were going to form a homeowners association, and I would deed the road over to them. Well, that never happened. They never got their homeowners association together, and so I still own the road. However, very seldom do I go out there. They maintain the road, and what they do is really every year they order, you know, a couple loads of stone and have them tailgated on it. But all it is the problem is they put 2B limestone on there, and I kind of went over it with them this time not to do that anymore. It'd be in their best interest not to. And all that stone just goes out to the sides of the road. 2B limestone, that's what we call it around here. Every state, they call stone something different. I like to put crusher run on a driveway, you know, on top of the base rock, and crusher run's like 1.5 inches down to dust. I think they call it here in Pennsylvania 2A. Some people call it 2B modified. In Ohio, they call it 304s. But that's the best thing, in my opinion, you know, for your top coat on a driveway is like 1.5 inches down to dust. And it has to be an angular type of rock. Like we use limestone here. And when I say angular, it's run through a crusher. And it has sharp edges and, you know, flat sides. That in combination down to dust, you have all different sizes, it locks in there very well, and it does a really nice job on a driveway. So that's what I like to use. But I also want to show you, give you another look at this land plane, because when I was using it in the last video, it worked very well. I got everything smoothed up real nice, but like I said, they had all that 2B on there, clean rock. It's just like marbles. And so I'm going to use that land plane here just for a little bit on my own driveway. And my driveway it's been there, geez, 24 years, something like that. And I never put any stone on it. This year I'm going to finally. But when I built it, I put the geotextile down, 3-inch limestone, and then the 2A modified crusher run, whatever you want to call it. That's 1.5 inches down to dust. And it packed in really well. So I've gotten about 25 years out of it, and it's held up very well. Occasionally I just have to grade it up a little bit. And that's what I'm going to go do right now. I'm going to hit it with the land plane, and I'll show you how that thing cuts very nicely on a very compacted, hard driveway.
turn, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of laughter breathe. Stars align and the montage night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush of life, you'll never find its match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe, so take your seat. All right. Ride this train. Let's ride this train now.
Works really nice. So anyway, I just want to give you another look in the land plane there and how it worked on my driveway without all that loose rock on it. The next video in that series, I'll be working on my mom's driveway, and it needs a lot of work, and I'll be using the box scraper on it, but it's going to have to dry up a little bit before I do that. So that's 2 down. Rear blade, land plane. Next one will be part 3, and that will be with the box scraper. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button. That's important. And click subscribe, and when you do, hit that little bell icon beside it and you'll get notifications when I upload. And comment below. Love the interaction. And that's all I got for today. Take care. Thanks.